weekend and I have absolutely no plans tonight, which I feel like a lot of people think is a bad thing if you don't have plans on a Friday night. And definitely like when I was younger, I used to feel that way. I remember staying home a lot on Friday and Saturday nights, and I always felt like kind of like a loser because I felt like everyone else my age was just like going out and doing things, and they always had like dinner plans and date plans, and I was just never really that person. But as I've gotten older, having a completely free solo night has just become so nice. It is like my way to reset, especially after a long week. It's time that I can just really spend with myself, getting to do things that I love. I think it allows me to then look at the rest of my weekend and like be a little bit more productive or do a few more social things. But sometimes I really think the plan is just a quiet evening, and there's really nothing wrong with that. So if you are spending time at home alone by yourself, just have nothing to do, then let's just hang out together tonight, because why not? Now, whenever I have a solo night, I'm a bit of a crazy list person. I love a checklist so much. So I actually make a little itinerary whenever I have a free night, because I kind of have realized that when I do that, I really just I don't have to worry about okay, what do I do next? Or what do I want to do next? And then I don't resort to just scrolling on my phone. If I have a list of things that I am so excited for, then I can just kind of dive into it. I'm not sitting there with hobby decision fatigue or anything like that. When I make that itinerary, I have a few rules for myself. They're light rules, so it's not a big deal. But I like to try to do one thing that's creative, one thing that feels a little productive, one thing that's completely new that I've never tried before, one thing that feels like self-care, and then I try to not scroll on my phone if possible. And a lot of those things are interchangeable. I could make a new recipe, and that's also productive to make dinner. Or I could do something creative that's also something completely new that I've never tried before. So it depends. It's kind of flexible, but yeah, I feel like that helps me just create a night that's really full and really fulfilling. So tonight, here are our plans. We're going to take a quick little walk with Poppy. That's something that's productive. I also kind of feel like walks are a little bit like self-care. I like to put in earbuds. I like to just take a moment. Then we are going to take an everything shower because I went to the beach today, so I am covered in sunscreen, sweat, and sand. Oh my god, why can't I think of the word sand? I feel so gross right now. So I need a full everything shower. I really need that. Then we're gonna make dinner. I have a new recipe that I want to try that I've been literally waiting for tonight to try. I'm so excited. And then after all of that, I am going to watch a movie or a show, and I'm going to do a little hobby or a little activity. I'm trying to decide if I want to do some painting or if I want to color. I got a new coloring book, so I kind of wanted to try that one. So we might do that, but I kind of see how I'm feeling as I go. So yeah, those are the plans for tonight. Nothing crazy. It's really not that crazy, and I know that, but to me, those are things that I feel like I'm gonna go to bed tonight and I'm gonna be that was a good night. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's just get started. I just recorded a bunch, and my mic was off the whole time, so that's super fun. So all I was saying before was just that I made some alterations to the recipe because I felt like there wasn't a lot going on in this. So I added some white pepper, I added some more salt, I added some ginger, and I added some more green onion because I feel like there wasn't a lot of green onion. So I was like, I feel like we need more of that. So we're really gonna see what comes of this. I have no idea. I feel like I'm pretty easily satisfied when it comes to food. So as long as it's edible, we're good, we're fine. This is actually taking a little bit longer than I anticipated because I was like, oh, you just have to mix it up and then you throw it in and then you're good. But yeah, this is definitely taking a little bit longer because I thought I would maybe try these rice paper crab rangoons that I saw again on TikTok. Who am I without TikTok? But then I just don't know if I have the time now. I don't know if I want to. This is more than enough food for me in general. So I'm trying to think of what I I want to watch tonight because I just watched Hoppers, which is like the new Disney Pixar movie, and I have like steered clear of Disney for a little bit recently just because I grew up as a Disney kid and the movies just haven't been hitting the same. I've been a little disappointed. But Hoppers was actually really cute and funny, and like actually funny. I think sometimes it's like a fake funny and I'm just like, I'm not feeling it. But Hoppers was actually like very funny and I really liked it. I've been also watching a lot of movie series recently. So I just did Indiana Jones with my boyfriend. He'd actually never seen Indiana Jones. I grew up watching like the original 3 with my dad, but I hadn't seen the new ones, like the 2 newer ones. I hadn't seen the one where he has like a son. Sorry if that's a spoiler. And I hadn't seen the one that came out just a couple years ago. So we watched all of those. I will say the original ones are still better in my opinion. But yeah, I've been really loving a series recently. I think it's really fun to have just like a bunch of movies to look forward to. So after that series, we are trying to do the Cars trilogy. I watched Cars growing up as well, but I didn't even really know much about the second and third one. So I was like, yeah, let's watch that. And then after that, we're doing all of the Oceans movies. So I don't know. I just love a series. I think it's very, very fun. So I can't watch any of those tonight. I'm also trying to decide if I want to watch a show instead. There are a couple new shows that have come out recently. There's one that's like definitely like a cute little summer romance show, kind of like what The Summer I Turned Pretty was for many people back in the day. So this is completely covered. Then I will pour 1 cup of water on top and then put aluminum foil on it. This is interesting. I think I didn't read this recipe when I was initially doing this. So we'll see what happens. So it says to cover this with aluminum foil, and then we will just put it in the oven for 40 minutes. And we're all set. I'm excited to see how that turns out. Alexa, start a timer for 40 minutes.
40 minutes, starting now.
Perfect. All right, we're going to get started on our shower. All of the gross stuff off. I'm so excited. I feel so much better now. I feel like a different person. I feel like before I took my shower, I was getting a little cranky. So sorry about that. But yeah, I feel so much better. I don't know. I love going to the beach. I love laying out on the beach. It's like one of my favorite things to do in the summer. But when you're doing it all day, I feel like you come back home and you just feel like so gross. So I feel nice and clean and nice and happy. Also, the body wash that I have been using, I thought I would just like walk through the everything shower. So I have been using this body wash. It's the Dr. Bronner's one, which I know is kind of crazy. It says 18-in-1 magic soap. And the stuff that this thing says it can do, but I've just been using it on my body. I got the citrus one. It smells so good. It is so delightful. Then I double cleansed because I was wearing makeup. I actually didn't think I was going to the beach today. I had makeup on and was just like living my life. My sister was like, hey, I'm going right now. So I went with her. So because I felt like, okay, I had so much makeup and I sweat and all this stuff, I double cleansed. I have 2 cleansers I like to use. One's like an oil-based one that just like gets everything all off of the face, and then the other one kind of actually like cleanses the face, which is great. And then I did my hair care, which is just a shampoo and conditioner from, I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Kerastase. I don't know. But I've been really liking it. This was the year that I decided I wanted to actually take care of my hair because I'm trying to grow it out. And I was like, that seems like a good idea. Everyone had like really good reviews for that brand. And so I was like, I'll just try it. And to be honest, I actually have been really liking it. I do feel like my hair feels more hydrated, but less heavy. I don't know if that makes sense, but like my hair feels soft and light and also clean, and it's so nice. So I really do like them. This is my 2nd bottle of both, and I have been enjoying them. And then I just did a nice little shave because yeah, I just felt kind of gross. I don't know why. Shaving always just makes me feel better. Okay, so now that we've done that, my next step, I'm going to use my little night serum. Normally I would dry my hair too, but I honestly think I have enough time between now and when I actually fall asleep that I don't feel like I need to dry my hair. I think my hair will be pretty dry by the time I go to bed. And I'm just feeling lazy, okay? I'm feeling lazy, sue me. I always dry my hair in the mornings, but yeah, at night, I just don't really do it so much. So we're gonna throw some pajamas on. I think I still have like probably 10 to 15 more minutes left on the food. It's just cooking away in there. And so I might just, you know, get started on the rest of the evening stuff, but I kind of wish I had showered before because I feel so much better. I feel so much happier and like at peace. I don't know, there's just something about like feeling nice and clean and like feeling like you smell good and you just, yeah, it's so nice. So, but I'm really excited for the food and I can't wait to see how that turns out. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling slightly worried. I don't know. Actually, no, it looks pretty good. It looks okay. We're gonna see. I have to put the thermometer in. Okay, I think it said 160, so I'm just gonna slide her in, see what we get to. I never know with these thermometers how far in I need to put them, but it says the top layer should look wrinkled, moist, and no longer floury. This is interesting. It is at 160. So I think it's done. I will say it doesn't look like the most appetizing thing in the world, but I think if I put like a little like sauce or something on it, we might be able to zhuzh it up a bit. So yeah, I think it's gonna taste good though. I really hope it's gonna taste good. Okay, I made a little sauce. I did chili oil, I did soy sauce, I did some sesame oil, and I did rice vinegar. We're gonna try that too, because I feel like it looks kind of bland as it is. I'm trying to decide if I want to drizzle some on. I might just do a tiny bit, and then I'm gonna try it. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so this is how she turned out. I feel like she's kind of cute. She's kind of fancy. I'm gonna take a little picture. Whenever I try a new recipe, I also like send it to my parents and to my sister, and I'm like, guys, I'm a chef. I'm gonna try it now. I'm so scared. I will say the dumpling wrappers are interesting. Yeah. My only issue right now is that the dumpling wrapper is hard to break, so I'm like, does it need to be cooked longer? Because the meat is definitely cooked, but the dumpling wrapper is just hard to cut. I think it's because I got the edge. But no, I think this is really good. I think that the sauce definitely helps because I don't feel like the recipe had that much flavor. So even with like the stuff I added, I feel like it's still not that, no. It's like not that flavorful. I feel like with the sauce, it's like a 7 out of 10. Without it, it would probably be a 5. We're missing a little something, but this is still really good. I'm glad I tried it, and I'm gonna finish this up. Okay, now that we are done with dinner, and it's time to move on to our like little hobby creativity portion of the evening. I still have to find something to watch, and I honestly don't know what I wanna watch. I feel like it's gonna be something nostalgic, but first I wanted to show you the coloring book I'm using. I actually just got it, but I have another one from this same brand. It's the 1,000 Libraries Bookish Coloring Book Summer Edition. So I have the other one, I think it's like a winter, just a normal library. I feel like you're gonna look at this and you're gonna be like, this doesn't even look that creative, but it is creative in the way that my brain sometimes needs to be creative, which is creative with order and structure. So this is a monochrome coloring book, which basically means that you just color in with a black marker. So this is like some examples of the pages, and it's pretty detailed, I think. I'm gonna see what they look like. It has like little excerpts and stuff, which is really sweet. I like this so much. This one's so cute. Cause yeah, I have another one and I've colored a few. I've like colored like a couple pages in that one, but I really like that this one's like summer focused. I think that's so fun. You can kind of see how it would look like before and after of it. And I feel like it's a good brain off coloring activity because I love coloring books, but also, I'm gonna be real, sometimes I just can't figure out what colors to choose. And I don't know why I like stress out doing it. I'm like, oh, it has to be the perfect color or the whole page is gonna be ruined. And while I know that that is not true, I just like that this takes all of the question out of it. You get to still make something and you just like get to draw such nice clean lines. So yeah, Thousand Libraries sent this to me, which is so kind of them, so thank you to them. This was gifted. This is not an ad though, but this is gifted. I really appreciate that because I really did like the other coloring book a lot. They also sent some other calligraphy pens, so that's pretty neat. Yeah, I wonder, are they different from these? It's a box of 8, so I'm assuming there's just more of these. Yeah, so we're gonna get started on that. I'm gonna try to find something to watch though. I feel like I've been in such a nostalgic mood, so I feel like it's gonna be something from my childhood. Little tiny chat though while I am coloring. Something I'm working on actively all the time when I do hobbies is not beating myself up so much, because I am known to not stay in the lines ever. And sometimes I feel like when I'm coloring especially, I'm just like trying so hard to stay in the lines, and if I mess up even a little bit, I kind of freak out a little bit. And I'm like, I kind of have been trying to take a second and be like, this isn't even fun if I'm just going to be mean to myself the whole time, you know? I just think that sometimes my perfectionistic qualities come out in ways that I don't love as much. And I find myself putting a lot of pressure on myself for just being like human and just like not being perfect and literally just existing. And that's like so okay because it's a coloring page, you know? At the end of the day, what we're doing right now is coloring. This is supposed to be a relaxing time. This is supposed to be a creative outlet. It's supposed to be fun. I feel like when I like actually take time to like let go of the perfectionism and just be like, it's okay, a lot of these lines aren't straight, I'm still excited to see how it's going to end up, I end up having like so much more fun actually doing it. That's my little spiel for you, because I don't know, if you're someone who also is just like such a perfectionist and you don't even let yourself enjoy your hobbies because you need it to be perfect, then I got you. I feel like even this video, I don't vlog very much and I'm putting this weird pressure on myself, and it's like, this is a vlog. It's not that serious. It's not that deep. I'm doing it because I'm having fun. I'm doing it because I also like wanted accountability tonight, to like take tonight to be a time for like relaxation. And I also just wanted to do this with you guys because I know how lonely it can feel on a Friday night when like it feels like everyone has something to do and you don't. I know how that feels, and I know how easy it is to then just kind of wallow in it a little bit, or just like, I don't know, just get a little bit in your feels. And yeah, I just wanted you to feel like you had someone to hang out with. I wanted to hang out with somebody too and just have this little time together. It kind of feels like a third space sometimes. Like I love watching body doubling videos and stuff like that, so I'm trying to be a little bit easier on myself while I do this. And it already starts to look so cool. Like, I'll show you where we're at. We're just doing the bottom right now. But just like if you look at this section, how that ends up looking is like super neat. I don't know. I'm really excited. We'll check in once this movie's done. It's probably gonna be so late that I'm gonna wanna go to bed, but we'll do that, so. Okay, so we finished up our coloring page. This is what it looks like. So this one was really fun. I really liked this. I liked that it was like the beach, but there was still like a little bookstore. I thought that was really cute. But I will say these little guys were pretty hard to actually color in. I want to say it's because the marker is kind of like thicker, so it makes it hard to do like little tiny details. But I did the best that I could, and I still think it turned out really cute. I also think it's really satisfying to use on like all of these like straighter lines. I'm really happy with how this turned out, to be honest, and I can't wait to do more of these. I also think this will be a really good beach activity because I don't have to bring like a million colors with me. I can literally just bring the one marker and we're good to go. So yeah, I feel like I'm definitely going to bring this with me when I go to the beach next. But oh my goodness, we have had such a nice, cozy, relaxing night. I'm pretty much done with this movie. There's not very much more of it, and I'm honestly wiped. I am so tired. And I feel like that happens when I kind of plan out a night like this. It's like I planned so many things for the night that I just don't have time to scroll, and I don't have have time to kind of like compare my life to other people's, if that makes sense. Like I am just focused on the things that I want to do to feel like relaxed and kind of reset for the weekend. And I don't know, that's why I think it's like really important to have solo nights when you can, because it gives you permission to like try new things on your own. It gives you permission to watch or rewatch movies that you love, to be creative if you want to spend time taking care of your body and yourself. So that's kind of like my perfect solo night for sure. But yeah, I hope that this was a fun time for you. Let me know if you guys like videos like this. I don't do a lot of vlogs, I know, but I really love having like little cozy solo nights together. So thanks so much for hanging out, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!